Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Wow Power Call. Tonight's topic or subject, planning a successful week. Thank you for joining me tonight on my Friday night Wow Power Call. I am Ms. Robin Wiggins, your lifestyle empowerment partner, and I am here to give you just some tips and some nuggets on some things, different topics and different subjects every week. Never know what I'm going to do, but I'm so excited to share with you every single Friday. Just to tell you just a little bit about me, I specialize in beauty, body, and beliefs. Elevating professionals to see, know, and understand that they are worthy of the wealth they deserve to take them to the next level of greatness. Y'all, if you want to get more of me, hear more from me, and see more of me, you can always catch me on Facebook, as always, at Ms. Robin Wiggins. Ms. Robin Wiggins everywhere, social media. And again, I thank you for joining. So let's get right into tonight's topic, planning a successful week. What I have here, well, we're starting here in the group Worthy of Wealth. Sundays will be our goal setting Sundays. As y'all see, every day is something different. And I told you we're going to kind of change up a little bit of things here and there just to kind of get a little more interaction, a little more participation going in the group. If you're not a member of Worthy of Wealth and you're a woman and you'd like to join us, please just come on over, click that join button, and we'll be happy to have you. This group is great. It is for professional, positive women, entrepreneurs, those aspiring to be, and just women wanting to be in a positive space. Maybe later on they decide, hey, I'm going to start my own business, and what can I do? We have some very powerful ladies in this group, and I'll be so glad to have you. Men, if you're a man and you're listening to this, I also have a men's group, and the name of the men's group is A Man's Wealth. Powerful, powerful group. Just, guys kind of just showing off their skills, giving us some little tips. And of course, me, your hostess, will also be sharing just a few tips and tricks and business strategies that will help you also get along in your day, because not only do we need empowerment for women, we also need empowerment for men. So, let's get started. Now, first of all, I am always talking about having a planner. Now, I'm a planner girl. I'm a journal girl. I'm just notebook girl. These are the things that I do because I truly and firmly believe in write the vision and make it plain. So, first stop, first thing, goal setting Sunday. Sit down, take a time, hour, maybe two, to sit down and plan out your week. What is it that you need to do for the week? Map out those things like your IPAs, income producing activities, those things that you need to do to get you to the next step in your planning phase. So within my planner, I have separate sections. And in one of my sections, I have a list of things to do for the month. For the entire month of January, these are the things that I need to get done. Weekly, I look at my monthly list and say, what is the most important thing that needs to get done? And this is what I'm going to do this week. So let's take it a step further. If you are planning a webinar, you're planning to launch webinar, and your book is coming out, and that is what you're promoting on your webinar. Your new book is coming out. You have the webinar coming up, and you're starting to plan for this particular event. Now, you take that event, and let's say that event is February 15th, 2016. On February 15th, these are the things that you want done. This is the food that you want. These are the vendors that you want. These are the things that you want to do and the goals you wish to achieve on February 15th. So you work backwards from there. What is it that I need to do? What are the things Like, you have to decide who your audience is. Who am I doing this for? What exactly do I want to teach during this webinar to lead up to the book that this book signing I'm going to do on February 15th? What are the marketing things that I need to do? Am I going to start a new email list? I'm going to blast the email list that I have now with the things that what social media strategy am I going to use? What platforms am I going to use? You work your way backwards from there. But so you're starting off on Monday, you have your list of IPAs, and you sit down and say, this is how I want to do my week. Now, I was taught in network marketing that you use a weekly plan sheet. So in both of my network marketing businesses, I use the weekly plan sheet because it is a great tool to understand what you have time for and what you do not have time for. So let's say you're on an interview call and someone says, well, I'd like to meet up with you on Friday at 6. Well, you're looking at your weekly plan sheet and you notice that every Friday on 6, your baby has basketball game. So automatically up front, because on Sunday, you've done your weekly planning, that Friday is no good for you. You've already blocked out those times, whether you use color coordinated, whether you use a Google Doc, whether you use your Google Calendar on your phone. Make out a weekly plan sheet. These are the things that have to happen. Plug in those things that you automatically do. Plug in those family times. Plug in your drive time, because people say, like, I still work 9 to 5 for now. And so people say, well, I get off at 4:30. So from 5 to 7, I have time to work on my business. Well, I don't have time to work on my business from 5 to 7 because Virginia traffic is the worst. So traffic, I have to pick my daughter up. I don't know if I have to go to the store and get some groceries or something for dinner. I don't know what she has to do after school. All of those things take place. I can comfortably say I will be in the house. If I get off at 4:30, I can comfortably say I'll be in the house and ready to start working by 6. So I put on my calendar 6 to 8 or 6 to 9. These are the times that I am going to be working my business. And in those times, what IPAs am I going to do during this time? Whether you holding parties, whether you holding discovery calls, whether you holding your webinar, if it's a paid webinar, that is an IPA. So what are you doing in those blocks of time that is set aside for your business? And what are you doing in those blocks of time that is set aside for your family? And always, always, always block out at least sometime on a Sunday. If that is your day of rest, some people days of rest is on Saturday. Schedule out some time for yourself. Even if it's just 1 hour, find that time to schedule out for yourself. My goal this week, when I sit down and I do my weekly plan sheet and I sit down and I start planning out my week and planning out my IPAs, one of my goals is to truly work out. Now that I'm in the network company that I am in health and wellness, my health and my wellness is the number one thing that I need to work on. When people see me, they're going to see that I enjoy the company. They're going to see that I thoroughly believe in the products, and now I need to be a product of the product. Everyone sees my face. Yes, y'all know how beautiful I am, and it is because I am a product of the product. I use the skincare, I use the makeup, and I use the fragrance. And that is being a product of the product. So what are you going to do? Map out your week. Have a weekly plan sheet. If you need one, I can always give you one. Inbox me. That is just fine. I mean, it's just a sheet with a week of, and times on it. Is pretty simple. But if you like one, I will surely send you one. So next, when planning your week, you have to find out what's due, what needs to be done. And if you didn't meet your goals from last week, what do you need to do to meet those goals? So sit down and say, well, I said I was going to make $500 last week. I didn't do it. So this week I'm going to make $750. I'm going to kind of make up for what I did, but this week I'm going to make $750 and break it down from the day. $750 divided by 5. I can't tell you how much that is right now, but break it down from the day. Some people work 6 days a week. I work 6 days, not 5 days. So you break it down. Okay, this is what I need to do each day to get to my goal. What is it that is due? What needs to be done? And if you didn't meet your goal, what are you going to do to make sure that you meet your goal? You know, Les Brown always says, stay committed to your commitments. Do the things that you need to do today so that you can later on do the things that others won't do. Is that how I go? I don't know if that's how I go. Do the things that others won't do today so that you can do the things that you want to do tomorrow. That's how I go. So just get it done. That is the biggest thing. Get it done. Take it step by step, day to day. Now that takes me to my next point. Making a list. All successful entrepreneurs, all successful everyone, you can go back in the archives. You can look it up in all of the business books and tools and all the Jim Rohns and all it. Make a to-do list every single night before you go to bed so that the next day when you get up, boom, you up and running because you already know what it is that you need to do for the next day. And when you're making this list, don't overwhelm yourself at first, because that's what I did. You know, everyone says make your 6 most important things. Well, everything was important to me. Every single thing was important to me. I had to do this. So not only did I have a 6 most important to-do list, I had a 6 list at home, a 6 list for business, a 6 list for this venture. So I ended up with 18 different items on one list. Okay. Yeah, that's not cool. Figure out what's most important. They say, pull out the 3 most important things that you just absolutely have to do that day. And then write a list of maybe 5 things that could be, you know, possibly pushed to the next day. But those 3 things have to provide some kind of income to you and your business. Okay? So, that was my next point. So, next thing. Mapping out your week. Like I said, you know, I started with the weekly plan sheet. On this weekly plan sheet, be sure to take the time out to check emails. Take the time out to send emails. Take that time out to use Hootsuite. If you're going to use Hootsuite, trust and believe it's going to take about an hour of your time on whatever set particular day so that you can then post for the rest of the week. Now, honestly, it takes me 30 minutes to set one day. So I don't know if I have the energy to sit for a whole day to post for a whole week. But I don't know. I'm working on it. I'm putting it on the weekly plan sheet. But you have to do what's best for you. You know, what works best for me is I get up at 5 a.m. and I do, you know, my quiet time, my me time, and I take 30 minutes before I get in the shower and I put everything in Hootsuite that needs to be done and let it roll for the day. That's what works for me. So, you know, do what works for you, but make sure you block out those times. I see people on Facebook all the time, and even my co-partner was like, are you posting it while you at work? I'm like, yeah, I am, because I'm nosy. But take those times. If you sit and you check every email, I promise y'all, I get about, 100 emails in a week. So, and I know some people get more. Take a block of time to check emails and put it to the side. Take a time to actually listen to some motivational calls, CDs, or whatever it is. Block that time out and put it to the side. And when you're doing all this scheduling and to-do lists and everything, my next point is to be realistic with yourself. Be realistic about what it is that you really want to put on these to-do lists and be realistic about your goals for the week. I just started in my new company, and my old company has me sitting to the hilltop because I know I made over $1,000 in a week in my my first company, so I feel like I can do it in my second company. Once you've done something, you feel like you can do it again. So if I know I have never made $5,000 in a week, I'm not going to set my goal to make $5,000 in a week. Be realistic with yourself and what you can do and your timing and the things. Being considerate about your own schedule and about what it is that you can do throughout the week to get to the money or the goals that you need to get to by the end of the week. So if you have a job, make sure you put those times in, those drive times, those lunch times. If you're going to work during your lunch like I do, I don't waste the time. I do work during lunch. I plan my videos. I do everything else that I need to do during lunch. And I sit there and I plan out everything. I listen to my 9 o'clock call every single morning. That's 30 minutes. I know that's 30 minutes. So 9 o'clock every single morning, I listen to my motivational call. In the evenings, my day is planned out. So my next, and I think it's about my last point, maybe. My last point is to map out your content. Now, this is one thing that I'm working on for myself, and I don't know who's ever been on a call with me or seen my videos. I always tell you that whenever I'm talking to you, I'm talking to myself as well. I have to work better at mapping out my content for the week, mapping out what it is that I want to do. During this call, I know what I want to do. When I was doing my 5 and 5, which I'll probably get back because that was fun, I want to get back to it. I knew what I wanted to do. I mapped it out and I wrote it out as I went. Mapping out your content for the week helps you to get you closer to that actual goal, going back to that book signing. When you writing out your content is going to point everyone towards your book signing for February 15th. That is the type of content that you're going to write out. So, I think that is about it. Just one little quick bonus tip. Sometimes it may be easier if you just map out your first 3 days. If you sit on a Sunday and you're setting your goals, mapping out your first 3 days may be a little easier than trying to map out the whole week because things come up, things happen, and you never know. So if it works for you, it does not work for me. I map out everything. But if it works for you, try sitting down, baby steps. Try sitting down on Sunday and just working out Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Work that out. Wednesday, maybe then you can do Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So, do what's best for you. I think that's my biggest tip. That's my biggest goal. Get a journal, use Google Docs, use an Excel sheet, use what works for you. I'm a pen and paper girl. I do not use Google Calendar. I cannot because I get so many notifications that I don't want to see another notification. I'm a pen and paper girl forever. So do what's best for you. Plan out a successful week. When next Friday comes and we do Fabulous Friday, I want to hear your wins for the week. Fabulous Friday is meant to, show that we are achieving and we're not just saying, we didn't just say in December 2016 is going to be my year and we're not doing anything about it. No, let's get down, share your wins. The smallest win counts. The smallest win counts. I don't care if it was just I stuck to my fast this week and when sticking to my fast, I lost 3 pounds. Oh my God, that is a win. So your win doesn't always have to be business. Your win could be very personal to you. Like me having this growth group at my church was very personal to me because it showed me that my church believed in me enough. Through all of my brokenness and all of my downtime, they saw enough in me to give me a chance to lead other women past the point and into their next level of greatness so that they can know and understand that they are worthy of wealth of joy, abundance, strength, beauty, motherhood, just whatever it is that they need and whatever it is that I need to get to that success. So I thank you all for joining me tonight on my Wow Power Call. It's been such a great pleasure. It's been such just an amazing time. And I so thank you. Thank you all for joining me. And I look forward to you. Like I said, I absolutely love this app. I absolutely love just speaking to you and just having you just right here with me. So I really would like to hear your comments. I really would like to see you give suggestions as to what it is that you'd like to hear on a Friday. And I look forward to, speaking with you all. And I'd love to have guests. Soon as I figure out how to get multiple people on this thing, I would love to have guests on with me and join me. So if you're interested, just let me know and I can figure it out. So again, I am Ms. Robin Wickens, your Worthy of Wealth lifestyle empowerment partner, and I'm so excited to be here with you all. And as I say, one touch all. It is up to us to share our light. It is up to us to share our testimony, and it is up to us to ensure that God's word is being spread all throughout the land. So thank you all, and I will see y'all again next Friday, 8 o'clock, same time. And I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Peace.